Hey, what's going on, y'all? So, not a lot of news going on today, but we did cut our punter Morstead, or at least the temporary loan that we got from the Saints, um, which means we're getting Braden Mann back. So the tackling machine himself, Mr. Popham, he's coming back. So it's a bit of a good news, a bit of relief. It's nice to, towards the end of the season, kind of get that special teams consistency back down. Morstead was extremely serviceable for us, though. And then, kind of like in any other room, I think special teams kind of gets forgotten a lot, especially since you're either always in a, kicking competition, or if you really just got it on lock, you don't really have another go-to per se, except maybe, just the normal casual conversations that will happen. Or if you're seeing people through like the Pro Bowl, stuff like that, um, skills challenges, etc. Um, but otherwise, Morstead came in, he performed. I believe he was top 10 in terms of, punting average, downing stuff inside the 20, things like that. And then he was able to kind of overlap with Braden Mann a bit during his recovery. So, we haven't seen Mann himself since the week one game against Carolina. He ended up catching an injury. We put him on the report. We haven't seen him until currently. So with Morstead going on waivers, I don't know if he'll get claimed right away, but I'm pretty sure he'll get picked up pretty quick. Um, and then we'll get Braden Mann back. So I mean, that's good news, at least, especially again from our special teams perspective, which obviously that's primarily what he's playing. But it'll give us a little bit more juice in that department again. Hopefully, we'll continue to see improved field position. And then aside from that, we get somebody that if something does pop off, we know he can lay the boom on somebody. He stopped 2 to 3 potential. I know he had 4 tackles last year. 2 or 3 of those potentially were going to be touchdowns. And he was able to save those. And I know, one of the big ones he got a lot of slack about was I can't even remember the game anymore, but whatever the game saving kick was that we got our first W on last year, which caused us, the Trevor Lawrence pick ultimately. Depending on who you preferred, it didn't even really matter. But it's nice to get a little bit of injury relief news back. In other news, I know that we're getting Zach Wilson, who's potentially able to practice this week. Multiple people throughout the organization have already kind of said that Mike White's forearm issue, essentially it was labeled like a nerve contusion. That's been taken care of, at least from what we're aware of. We'll kind of see what happens as the week goes. So we're shaping up to have, quarterback controversy. We'll see if that ends up being the case. Personally, if we're sticking with kind of what Robert Saleh has been mentioning at any other position, but more specifically the running back spot where he's saying we're sticking with the hot hand. If that's the case, they're going to go with Mike White. If we kind of go with the default, players shouldn't lose their starting positions due to injury situations, then I see it being Zach Wilson who starts. Ultimately, though, I think it should be Mike White. It gives Zach Wilson a little bit more time to continue to see things from a distance, learn, kind of talk things over with the coaching staff in real time, get him to adjust a little bit to having Mike LaFleur call those plays up from the box as opposed to the sideline of what he's used to. So it'll be interesting to see kind of if we go back to the standard once Zach Wilson does what I'm assuming is eventually start again. But anyways, that's for another video, another day to talk about. We got a lot of practice this week before, the Sunday games. So let me know what you guys think. Anyways, I know Braden Mann might not be the most exciting player to talk about, but he definitely has had crucial effects for us in the special teams department. A lot of game-saving plays for us. And, if it wasn't for the, sell sell the wins for the top pick kind of issue, then a lot of people would be praising him a lot more. But I get hyped when it comes to any kind of excitement around special teams. We don't really see a lot of players that stand out, really. The last punter, aside from Morstead, who we just released, that I can really even think of bringing, any kind of excitement was Marquette King with the Raiders. So, you know, if we can get a player with that kind of personality and exuding that kind of confidence with us, that'll be dope. Just a little bit more of a boost in, you know, each department and position for us. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch up with you again. Peace.